Welcome back. Of course, I'll start with the group chance standings. We'll start with Group 1. Of course, Kenya are leading the Group 1 with 10 points after Ogam, that goal that he alipigana Zambia. And then we played 4 matches, 3 wins, 0 losses, and goal difference to corner 3. Talk about Morocco. Morocco, of course, they played 4 matches, 3 wins, 1 wali lose game moja, of course, to Harambee Stars. Goal difference is 9, and they have 9 points after beating the Congo boys, that is DR Dombolo boys, DRC Congo. Of course, Congo 4 games, 2 matches win, 2 matches will lose. Of course, goal difference wako na 1, and then 6 points Angola. Of course, Angola pia walikuwa customer wetu, 4 matches, 1 win, 2 losses. Of course, goal difference -3, and then they have 4 points. Talk about Zambia. Zambia ni kama walikuja kudonate points. As you can see here on the standings, Zambia walikuja kudonate points. They've played 4 matches. Wame win 0, wame lose 4, and then with the difference goal difference being -6, and then of course with 0 points. Walikuja kudonate points kwa hiyo Group A. Group B, talk about Tanzanians group. That is this Group B. The group is their matches have been played in Tanzania. So group, of course, number 1 is Tanzania, 4 games, 3 wins, waja lose game yoyote. Of course, I think 1 draw, 4 goal difference. They have 4, and then they have 10 points. Talk about Madagascar, who will be facing Kenya in the quarterfinals Friday at 5 p.m. at Kasarani. Of course, they played 4 matches. Wame win Billy, lost 1, and then goal difference. Of course, they have 2, and then 7 points. Talk about Mauritania. Of course, they have 4. They've played 4 games, 2 wins, 1 they've lost 1, and then goal difference is 1, and 7 points. And hapa hivi sasa ndio mathi na kujanga, because if you see Madagascar and Mauritania, they have the same points, but here this is where they look at head to head or the goal differences, seeing that of course Madagascar, they have more goal difference than Mauritania. Burkina Faso, of course, they played 4 games. They've lost 1. They've won 1. Of course, wame lose game 3. Ni kama pia walikuwa na donate point with -2 goal differences. They have 3 points. Talk about Central Africa. They've played 4 games. They have 1 point. Of course, they've lost all the 3 games and draw 1. This is the group that is playing today. Uganda not in the safest place, as you can see in the Group C, because they have 6 points. Algeria have 6 points. Algeria have 5 points. South Africa have 5 points, and then Guinea have 4 points, and Niger have of course 1 point. So this is not going to be a very safe group for Uganda, but we're praying to all the best for Uganda today as they play against South Africa. So Uganda will be playing against South Africa. South Africa have 5 points, and they have Uganda have 6 points, saying that Uganda have to win this game so that they get the spot in the quarterfinals. And Algeria will be playing against Niger, of course, here at Nyayo Stadium at 8 p.m. So if you want to watch a game today, you can watch again Algeria, of course, playing against Niger here at Nyayo Stadium at 8 p.m. Tafadhali, leo kuna game Nyayo. So this is the standing of Group C. They still have 1 match to play. Of course, Guinea, of course, are at home because they have 4 points and they cannot even fight. They've already finished their all matches. So all the best to Uganda as they play the game today against South Africa, which South Africa is not a very easy team to play against. So the last group, of course, Group D. This one is being played in Zanzibar. Of course, we have Sudan, Senegal, Congo, and Nigeria. Nigeria walisha pinga mkono wakasema wameenda nyumbani, ni kama waliamua leo chan ni kama tufiki mbali. So Nigeria have already been eliminated from this group. Sudan, Senegal, Congo, they have a spot in the quarterfinals. Their game will be played tomorrow, and that whereby Sudan will play against Senegal. So Sudan will play against Senegal, which is a must-win for both of the teams. And then Nigeria will play against Congo. It's a must-win for Congo. So these are still open group, whereby between Congo, Senegal, and Sudan, any team can proceed to the quarter-finals. Let's look at the quarter-finals. Now, of course, the first team to be in the quarterfinals is Group A and Group B. Let's start with Kenya. Will be playing against Madagascar. That will be on Friday, 22nd August at Kasarani Stadium at 5 p.m. Tukutane Kasarani at 5 p.m. Wale watu wa kuwatch kwa fan zones ambazo zimewekwa na government, tukutane pia kwa fan zone tukiwatch game. So on Friday we have a match. Tuko na mechi on Friday. Talk about the second quarterfinals, of course. Tanzania, they really prayed they want to play to Morocco, want to play with Morocco. Na sisi kama majirani wazuri tukawaambia wachukueni Morocco. So they will be playing against us on Friday. That will be at Benjamin Mkapa at 8 p.m. Of course, Friday 22nd. So we have two matches on Friday. We have Kenya, Madagascar, and then we have Tanzania playing against Morocco on Friday. The first game will start at 5, and Tanzania will play at 8 p.m. Of course, again, in the other groups that have the winners of Group C will play against the runners-up of Group D. That is in the Group C and D. That is the Ugandan group and the Congo group. So, of course, the game will be played on Saturday. A place to be confirmed. Of course, it will be 5 p.m. And then again, the other quarterfinal, the last quarterfinals, will be the winner of Group D will play against the runners-up of Group C. That will be on Saturday, 23rd. A place to be confirmed, and it will be 8 p.m. As I said, Group C and Group D are still open. We don't know who's going to win to be on the top of the table. But again, all the best to Uganda. Of course, tunataka sisi wote East Africa, the hosting teams to be where? To be in the quarterfinals. Back to you, Sila.
Thank you very much, Ziti Jimoi there, breaking it down at the scoreboard. Of course, we'll be crossing to Uganda in a short while to hear from our special correspondent, Grace Kemigisa. But Steve, before we award our winners, the matches being played today, the Cranes taking on South Africans. How do you foresee that game?
It's a very tricky game because Algeria lost their first match against Algeria. That really confused their mathematics, because now they have to win against South Africa. A win or a draw will see them through, because Algeria, a win against Niger will mean that they top the group. If Uganda beat South Africa, they top the group. So that group is still complicated between number 1 and number 3. Anyone can make it through. But again, as Katibu said, I would love to see all our 3 East African countries that have suffered for the longest in the history of football to proceed to the quarterfinals.
And of course, my director, Lindsay